Yeah, next one will be Mr. Jeasung Wee, the CEO of Wije성 System. His presentation on the trend and future of global broadcasting environment after COVID-19 crisis. Mr. Wee, please.
Thank you. First, I would like to ask pardon for the taking off my mask because it's a little bit harder to speak faster as English, so please forgive me. Okay, here we go. Hello and welcome to my session today. My name is Jeasung Wee. I'm the president of Wije성 System in Seoul, Korea. Last 25 years, I worked with many broadcasting companies in Korea, which is shown here. Most of it for system integration of network production system based on nonlinear editors. Currently, I do workflow and system consulting for the IP, NDI production, and OTT production. Before start my session, I would like to ask for your understanding for my poor English. Today, I have over 200 slides for this session with only 30 minutes or more, so I will have to speak quite fast today. I hope that my poor English will not give you or your audience in here hard time today. If you have any question or did not hear clearly, you can ask it later in Q&A time. Now I will start my session. Currently, broadcasting market was changing very fast for the last decade. New media like OTT, nonlinear TV, and mobile media is moving fast, but traditional broadcasting services are moving slowly. Traditionally, broadcasters tried very hard to overcome this new change. At the many NAB and IBC conventions, many new topics came up to follow the trend, such as topics shown up here. Then, early 2020, COVID-19 outbreak started, and it is hard on everything and everywhere. COVID-19 spread to the world fast and is very deadly. Currently, we are at second or third stage of COVID-19 wave, and we are not sure when this will end at this moment. Many countries have chosen lockdown to prevent spreading of virus. During the lockdown, people were ordered to stay at home as much as possible. At home with the lockdown condition, TV was most used device to get information and entertainment contents. According by April issue of TV Technology magazine article, pandemics bring TV to the forefront. The impact was quite clear. TV viewing has surged around the worldwide. This survey done by BBC showed that impact. Adults, many stuck indoor, spent 40% of their waking hours in front of screen on average. But broadcaster industry itself was hit very hard by COVID-19 too. Many of the media convention for broadcasting, such as NAB and IBC show, has cancelled or gone virtual. Current broadcasting environment and trend was and is changed many things by current pandemic, and it will change broadcasting market forever. In this session, I will review a change in the broadcasting environment and trend due to the unexpected COVID-19 crisis and how broadcasting production and content delivery technology adapted to overcome the situation. Also, I will try to make a forecast of new broadcasting technology trend for new normal. Today's session will have a 3 sections. Section 1, current broadcasting technology adaptation to cope with COVID-19 crisis. Section 2, media production technology in the crisis situation. Section 3, future broadcasting technology for the new normal. The first section, let's see how current broadcasting technology adapted to cope with the COVID-19 crisis. During the lockdown, people asked for best media delivery method for information and entertainment content. Most of people chosen TV and internet as the best media delivery device for their contents. According by survey conducted by international research and strategy firm Smith Geiger in March, local TV resurged during the COVID-19 pandemic. In US, local TV viewership was slowly downing for last decade, but local TV retransmission revenue up sharply during the COVID-19. Study done by TVB at US, local broadcast TV has the highest reach among these platforms shown here. In the detailed analysis, I found 3 points for traditional broadcaster to watch. First is reconfirmation of importance of local OTA broadcasting. Second is need for DTT, digital terrestrial television, with best quality. Third is DTT, proven to be best way to providing essential educational content to all members of the public. Let's see. First, we found out that it is very important to supply emergency information and detailed medical update to smaller segments of the local community and regional area in the time of crisis, such as current pandemic. In the pandemic crisis, people wanted to have essential information related to them fast. Local TV news for COVID-19 information was best way to get it. According by recent survey from TVB, people depend on TV news for best information about COVID. Local TV was provided not only simple news, but also detailed reporting about COVID. At this moment, many unconfirmed information or misinformation made people very nervous. By supplying accurate information, it prevents big confusion among people. Prevention of fake news became one of the most important parts of TV stations' news reporting. And people trust local broadcast television news most as best accurate information. In this case study, we can see role of OTA public broadcasting supporting emergency broadcasting for COVID-19 from KBS in Korea. KBS is public service broadcasting service in Korea. KBS is providing regular reporting from COVID-19 by Central Disaster and Safety Countermeasure Headquarters. It is supplying accurate information from government official who is in charge. KBS is broadcasting regular daily news conference and unified news reporting. KBS provided vital information about current number of patients and location of a COVID-19 patient near your home. KBS does do hourly update about current real-time status of COVID-19 situation on status board. Their reports make up complex information into format that easy to understand by using CG so people can understand. KBS has many local stations around the country that can give local COVID-19 information near the people in the region. Local stations around the country provide daily news conference and reporting from local authority for detailed information around their hometown. KBS announced guidelines for COVID-19 prevention regularly. So this role has been sufficient and it was very important. Let's go for the second point. Second point is that it is proven that DTT, digital terrestrial television, with best quality is best method to provide vital information and entertainment content for all audience during the pandemic. Unfortunately, analog TV is still used without DTT service in many countries around the world. Many countries did not able to complete DTT transition yet at this moment. OTA TV without DTT were and are faced with many problems. First big point, the picture quality is very poor compared to current generation of display device. And most of viewers could see much higher picture quality with other service, which is already using HD format. Therefore, most of viewers lost interest on analog video. And without good antenna, the screen showed a lot of shadow and ghost image. Second big point, because of poor reception and picture quality, viewers find other formats such as cable, satellite, and IPTV as their choice to view. Most of cable satellite does not provide local news. Third, people are getting internet and mobile communication like smartphone. they have begun to use video service from this service, like YouTube, OTT, more and more since it has better quality and better reception than analog broadcasting. This means that people with the money can use this service, but poor people who cannot use pay TV or satellite dish or internet cannot get any news or entertainment at all. This creates unequal status among the people, and the people who is in some distance from city, they will not receive any content if they don't have money for the satellite dish. So, digital terrestrial television is the backbone to free-to-air access and the most widely used means of receiving television globally and providing high-quality content to people with all classes. The third point is that local educational DTT providing essential educational content to all members of the public, which is critical. Providing essential educational content to mass audience and students during the shutdown or in remote learning situation became very important. With modern technology, best way to providing educational content to students during the pandemic is using internet. But educational contents cannot reach to the student who does not have a computer and internet connection, such as poor people and people in isolated area. With the educational DTT service, it can help school to solve this problem. All classes of students can access educational content with a minimum cost or free of charge with the educational DTT service. And the educational DTT channel can provide a variety of educational contents other than school textbook, such as documentary and animation. Also, it can be used as daycare for the kindergartner and preschooler. In this case study, we review educational DTT service in Korea, EBS, Educational Broadcasting Service, how they helped the school system during the school shutdown by COVID crisis. 왜 안 넘어가지? 오케이. 잠깐만. Okay. As a government-operated public service responsible for providing educational content to educational institutions in Korea, EBS had responsibility to provide educational content during the school shutdown in pandemic period. At first, EBS was planned to use internet as sole primary tool for content distribution because it had to cover all school systems, including elementary, middle, and high school. But EBS had confronted with many problems related to limited capability of their internet system, such as server down, connection failing, due to heavy demand from students. So EBS decided to use the DTT channel as primary tool for elementary school and supplement tool for middle and high school for divergency. First and second grade elementary school class was using two-channel DTT TV as main tools. Third to sixth grade elementary school class use other two-channel with time separation. All middle and high school class use DTT TV with a different time slot with many channels. For a wide range of education content delivery, EBS combined DTT, OTT, and internet to achieve best outcome. Here is how EBS combined the various service to make it work. And it worked quite nicely most of the time during the school shutdown. In section 2, I will review how media production technology was used in the crisis situation. At first, most of broadcasters expected that wearing mask was good enough. So, all broadcasting people wore masks at workplace and studio. In sports broadcasting, they are not allowed any spectator to prevent contamination. But it was not really enough. Many broadcasting studios, such as CBS and NBC at USA, shut down by contamination. So just wearing a mask only and no audience proved that it was not the best solution. Better and complete solution was needed and requested. And the new solution should be based on tech. The word on-tech is a combination of prefix on and the word contact used in Korea since 2017. It describes doing things without direct contact with others. In here at TV technology, it shows several options. First, IP-enabled agile production and overcoming the limitation of the public internet. Second, advanced content acquisition capability. Third, optimized production with machine learning. This is my analysis and my classification of media production technologies in the crisis situation. First, broadcasting from home and use minimal production environment with people. Second, use remote production and cloud-based workflow. Third, working with on-tech production technology. Let's see. The first point, broadcasting from home and minimal production environment mean using new production environment with minimum human, equipment resource, and working from home on tech. In the TV news area, pandemic reshaped news business. Staff must wear protective gear when possibility of infection rise. Try to keep social distancing in field production. Keep social distancing during the interview. Keep social distancing at press conference. Keep social distancing in sports interview. Use minimum step at production and keep distance. Create safe production environment at broadcasting studio is critical too. TV station must provide protection shield at working space. Try to put a safe distance between each system by separating systems. Put a safe distance with each system with independent space if it is possible to have enough space. Create safe guideline for production and apply it strongly. Use minimum step at production and keep safe guideline. Use minimum step at production with a small crew as much as possible. Use minimum step at news reporting with 1 or 2 people crew if it is possible for news reporting. Use minimum step at news reporting with using Mojo as another option. In case study here, cable news channel Euronews is using Mojo extensively. Using iPhone as ENG camera with a Euronews kit and single person operation to create efficient operation. It was working well at most of the work. And the quality is very good and very flexible to operate in the time of pandemic. The major breakthrough for the on-tech operation came with the concept of a broadcast at home. Under lockdown condition, TV reporters too were ordered to stay at home as much as possible. Even they were classified as essential worker. So best and only way to work as TV reporter was broadcasting from home. So TV reporting started broadcasting from home with a YouTube type operation. And now it became new normal for TV news reporting. This case, it used iPhone as camera. In this case, it used a MacBook as a camera. It is very simple setup. This is how picture looks like on final broadcast at CNN. In this MSNBC show, all people except 2 anchors are broadcasting from home. This is CBS This Morning from CBS. She is main anchor for the show and she is staying at home too. All news anchors at CBS This Morning are broadcasting from home nowadays. Entertainment program is no exception. Live comedy program like Late Show with Stephen Colbert or music performance was connected and done with remote and broadcasting from home. Also, main character and guests are doing work at home. Recently, main character Stephen Colbert return to the studio, but most of guests use work at home. To make work at home to work right, various broadcasting systems should support the workflow at home from station using IP-based production system with the crowd using public internet. This is typical system workflow of studio at home. It connected by high-speed public internet. Here is how the system applied for news reporter lately. It used PTZ camera, which controlled by remotely from center, and much better quality encoder for broadcasting quality operation. Interestingly, usually BRC reporter working at home use very nice place for program. But actually, things can be quite different than what you imagine. Next, we will look at the large-scale remote production and crowd-based workflow for untagged broadcasting. The core of untagged broadcasting is remote production and crowd-based workflow based on IP-based solution using high-speed public internet. Remote production became new norm for the future live production. For the media and entertainment industry, the transition to remote workflow has presented significant challenges from multiple angles and had companies scramble to find new ways to resume production as quickly as possible when studio shutdown came with the pandemic lockdown. Remote production workflow combined studio operation and work-at-home operation. In the early start, internet broadcasting technology for YouTube type operation and mobile reporting equipment was used most. Most of guests without proper broadcasting equipment use Zoom or Zoom-like program to connect to remote production system workflow. But for better broadcasting operation with the best quality and stability, the workflow should be upgraded to meet broadcasting specification. Latest remote production systems are all based on IP-based production system. All system is connected by network using IP-based system without SDI connection as much as possible. This is typical remote production system workflow, which is combined studio and work-at-home environment. It tried to make most of operation remotely as much as possible, except the essential system at primary broadcasting facilities. Small-scale remote switching can be set up to work at home. This is remote audio work at home. Editing can be done from work at home, with the cloud support. More complex master editing can be done from work at home with additional equipment. Let's look at the studio works with the remote production system configuration. At studio workplace, all staff must wear mask at all time, like this. All staff should keep social distance at studio as much as possible. Use of a virtual studio with a green screen is highly recommended. Let's look at the remote live sports production. This is remote production facility for NFL game in USA. Before the pandemic, usually big OB band was used to cover big sports events like NFL game. Now, remote production facility at broadcast center in headquarters act as a big OB band. This is safe remote sports production booth at Sports Arena for Major League Baseball by Fox Sports. Here is safe remote sports production for master switch in headquarters for MLB by Fox Sports. The best case is, this is the best case for remote sports production. BT Sports at England created a virtual remote gallery. All systems in this map are distributed to many different locations of England, and most of them are work at home. You can see the location of each point, switcher, system, audio, all is separated by network. This is how the remote system was distributed around many countries. As you look at it, this is all home-based system. And BT Sports use 5G transmission in the field interview and other view to reduce local cable connection configuration. Our Fox Sports at US created a virtual audience for Major League Baseball games. The audience all over here is all 3D computer graphic generated. Each character reacts according by game situation. It's all artificial. So, most of broadcasters think remote production system can be expensive to make and operate. It's not. Here is a low-cost system used by United States Specialty Sports Association using NDI protocol. We connect stadium and control room by public internet using cloud, and cost is very, very low. This is system workflow for NDI-based configuration. Another case is large-scale DTT station group covering all of El Salvador. IP production and remote production, virtual studio helped them to become successful with low-cost operation and inexpensive equipment cost compared with other solutions. Telecorporación Salvadorana is a group of local television stations formed by Channel 2, 4, 6, and TCS Plus, the Channel 35. All stations are connected by internet using NDI. It used one news control room for 3 news programs on different channels, remotely with a time difference. And it used remote sports production for soccer games. Only camera, audio, and field staff, such as commentator, are at the field. So the remote production changed the production forever? I think it has, and I think it just started to evolve to much more in the year to come. Third one is untapped production technology. It is new approach for the future of production technology now. It uses program like Zoom, WebEx, which was used for remote meeting. Now it is used by most of broadcasts around the world. It was used to create remote spectator. At the WWE, remote spectator was invited to create real-like environment for the game. This is how they're managing it. For NAB game this year, similar system was used. A virtual fan cheers NAB team. Background. So actually this is how it works. The seat was for the players and background is the remote spectators. In Korea, famous BTS group created a music concert with a remote audience. This is another angle of it. Similar system for another trot concert and SBS in Korea. This cooking program from MBC Korea actually interacts with a remote audience, and this is live program. This is Korea KBS concert with a famous trot singer with a remote audience. It used many large LED screens as back and front drop to show contents and remote audience. Not only audience, but also music player can be remote and virtual. It can combine as a virtual orchestra concert. Another way to use it is actual singer and performer can be played together virtually by Zoom. Concert can be free or pay-per-view. So it might be able to solve financial problem with admission limit of lockdown condition. In section 3, let's find out what will be the future broadcasting technology for the new normal. Here we have another 3 points. According to a study done by a research group Into the Minds, since the pandemic hit the broadcasters, the priority for media technology importance has been changed. As you see here, highest impact is virtualization, such as work at home, and seconded by remote production. The new approach for traditional broadcast should be making combinations with OTA and OTT for integrated broadcasting solution for future media market. It means working with OTT, such as YouTube, and creating your own OTT platform for local content and niche segments. The OTA TV and radio worked very well for overcome COVID situation. But eventually, center of future media will be OTT and nonlinear TV based. During the lockdown, OTT gained a big market from new users. Eventually, in the long term, media market will be moved from linear TV to connected TV, such as OTT and nonlinear TV. Traditional DTT station will have to change it to meet this challenge. What will be the answer to this challenge? The answer might be DTT station as linear TV plus OTT station with original content creator. DTT station should be in this 3 category out of all OTT category. In this case study, we will look at how it can be implemented in Korea. Here is reading OTT service in Korea. The Watcher is Korean version of Netflix, and Wave is multi-channel video programming distributor in Korea. First step is working with YouTube and use it as your friend. KBS use YouTube channel, KBS Drama Classic, to reuse old drama content, and as you see here, it is quite successful. So KBS is creating more YouTube channels shown in right side of this picture. If first step with the YouTube has been successful, next step will be developing own OTT service using YouTube experience. Here's Korea's multi-channel video programming distributor, Wave and TVing. Wave is a consistence of OTA TV, general TV, and news. TVing is general TV and news and cable channels. The Wave is multi-channel video programming distributor in Korea, consists of OTA TV station and general TV stations. It provides non-linear function for linear TVs. Wave works with the computer web page, smartphone app, and smart TV. Second, country which has not been completed the transition to DTT and current DTT station must consider new OTA technology for internet connect capability and new service for better service in the future. This is new IP-based DTT format, such as ATS-3 3.0. Currently, ATS-3 3.0 is only full IP broadcasting format for digital television, terrestrial TV. ATS-3 3.0 have many advantages. For make it short because of time limitation, it has better quality, multi-channel sharing, SFN, mobile service with broadcast and broadband. By using IP technology, it can do many things that other formats cannot think of it. You can use it as a OTT. IP-based DTT can provide new type of service for now and future. The next session after my session will have some idea about what can be done with that. One of the important factors for IP broadcasting is emergency broadcasting. For the mobile telecommunication, the cell can be damaged, so the emergency signal can be lost. ATS 3.0 cover a wide area and it can be sent emergency broadcasting long range with much more detail. Last part is use of virtual production in future. This is new way of media production using AI, the use of AR and VR in broadcasting. You use robotic camera, virtual camera operation using AI, and virtual production system using 3D VR. We will check sample of what technology will be available for the near future. This is virtual on-tech studio Visual TV developed by Visual. This 3-person is all located by separated place. It can be combined, many view from remote location into virtual studio. This is V-Pilot from mobile viewpoint. It can do AI-controlled remote camera and AI-based live switching without operator and the cameraman. This is Pixelot Primer from Pixelot. It can do automated sports production system using AI. This is IQ Sports Producer from mobile viewpoint. All is AI-based virtual camera with multi-angle view controlled by AI. This is Virtual Production Primer from Epic Games Unreal Engine. It is real-time live virtual studio with real-size 3D background using Unreal Engine. In the future, TV will be evolved with VR, AR, and MR technology. It will be the new way to view a future service program. Currently, companies like Microsoft and Apple is working hard to make this happen. And that's all for my session. Thank you for listening my old presentation, long presentation. If you have any question, please ask later in Q&A session time. And if you have some question by email, please send it to LAPA so you can have a unified response from LAPA. Thank you very much.